Hi everyone and welcome back for another league review. This time we are playing the bad guys. We are playing Reanimator. Here's my list, and I think this is the same exact list from the one I played in the league. Um, anyway, not much has changed. I think I maybe changed some sideboard card, but here's the gist of the list. I'm going way more into the reanimator aspect of the list. So there's two ways to play it, or to play the deck. The one is you're playing a tempo deck that add the reanimator package. Um, and so in this sense, you are more onto the Days Wasteland package. But as you can see here, I'm trimming down on those. Only 3 days. Sorry, only two wasteland. And instead, um, I've cut pretty much everything that I could to put four thoughtseize. So I prefer this direction for the reason that I'm finding that most of my games I'm winning through the reanimation. Most decks, most people are aware about the tempo aspect of the deck and are ready with Thralls to Plowshares and stuff like that. And also, I think that Thoughtseize give me a way bigger edge against combo decks, against Storm, against Nadu. Against Nadu, it's not that great against Nadu, but it's fine. It's not bad. And so the fact that this is not bad against pretty much everyone, uh, outside of tempo decks, I guess, outside of UB tempo, but even in the mirror, it's pretty good. And it's not the greatest in game one most of the time, but I made sure that my list, with the least amount of change possible, can play the game 2 and 3 pretty good. And so the first thing is the Thoughtseize. So I can Thoughtseize the Fiery Macabre, the Surgical Extractions, or the Graveyard Aid, because most people are not playing. There are some Nile Spade Bomb, but no Rest in Peace. And you can bait a Spell Bomb. It's possible. It's not the easiest plan, but you can. And all the endurance and stuff like that, you can deal with a Thoughtseize. So that's the reasoning. It's to allow you to basically, with enough time, you can set up your hand to have the Entomb, the reanimation, and the Thoughtseize. And most of the time, if you do that, it's gonna go through. If you have a Days of Force of Will also, help a lot. And the other aspect of the deck is playing 4 Fanatic. So I really, really, really like this card. And the reason I'm playing 4 of this card, it can be a bit clunky at times. But the reason is that, yes, in game 1, Animated is just better. It is just better by far. But the thing is, the game 1, you're already so favored most of the time. You're the favorite to win the game just because of the Entomb Reanimate. That I don't think I need the animated, because after in sideboard games, this is way better. But way better by far. And because even though it's a bit more clunky, it, it gives all the late game and the grindiness that the decks needed before. Because I played this deck before without the Fanatic, and I found out often that I was running out of cards because I was getting. Well, I tried to auto reanimate, I tried to reanimate stuff. It's getting surgical, and I had not enough threat to play. But with the Fanatic, it forced my opponent to deal with the reanimation aspect of the Fanatic, but also with the Fanatic. It's still a 4/4 lifelink, and even though it's not the greatest card, clearly, it's still good enough for 2 mana. It's still good enough most of the time, and so that's why I love this card. Allows you to rebuild. You can do some disgusting plays with the Psychic Frog and the Fanatic. You can discard it, and maybe if you have cycled the troll before, you can discard the Fanatic. Reanimate it game 1, that reanimates the troll, etc. etc. So I really like that. And yeah, so I'm way more onto the reanimation aspect of the deck. And sideboard wise, land wise, I play 2 sewers because I'm playing this deck like a combo deck. I really like the 2 sewers because every draw step is super important, and I'm not trying to go. There are a lot of matchups where you don't try to go fast, and you just play your lands, build up your hands, and you tend to often go fetch the sewer for just filtering through. And yeah, that's what I found out with the surveillance is that oftentimes when you have a brainstorm, you want to keep it and play it at the last moment where you need it. And so often, if I have a one lander, for example, and I have a brainstorm and a fetch, the fetch is my one lander, okay? I want to. Well, most of the time, I just want to play the fetch, end of turn, get my sewer, so I can dig one more with the sewer, even though it's come tapped and I do nothing for the turn. So I can make sure I get one more look at getting a land drops. So I get the survey from the sewer, the draw step, and then I can brainstorm. So I see 5 cards instead of 4. And it's just one more, but it saves a lot of game. Even though it's just one more. So, and I like spamming those because I don't really want to play tempo in the sense I don't want to try to. Well, sometimes I have the hand for it, but I don't really want to frog, days, waste. I don't really care about that. I really want to, especially if I'm playing against, for example, a white deck like Nadu Control, the Nadu pile with the Force of Will and stuff. Oftentimes, I just want to make sure I get my Thatses, my Reanimates, and my Entomb. If I resolve those, most of the time I'm gonna win. Sometimes not. If it's too late. But the tempo plan, most of the time, is not going to get there. Yeah. So yeah, 2 sewers, 16 land. I like cutting edge case cards and paying more stock. If I could, I would play 4 days and 4 wasteland, but I just don't have the space with everything else being at 4. And you need to keep at least 1 out for random stuff like Blood Moon or Bridge. So that's why I'm playing at least 1 Brazen Borer. And yeah, 16 I like to play more lands than. It's the same number, but I'm cutting 2 Wasteland, and I don't consider the Wasteland like a land. It's more of a spell. So yeah, I'm playing 1 more land than most people would play. And then in the sideboard, I have another Brazen Borer for dealing with random stuff. 4 consigned to memories. I think it's mandatory. It's the best card against most people, against Eldrazi, against artifact combo, against a post. Like it's just so useful against so many people. I think it's mandatory for all. Free Fiery Macabre can be, and I could see myself going up to 4. Yeah, for the mirror mostly. And honestly, with the 30s, the Force of Will, the Days, and the Free Fairy Macrab, I'm ready for any Upsol spells type of deck and stuff. Yeah, also Consign is useful against Doomsday. 2 Fatal Push and 2 Murderous Cuts for dealing with creatures. So most of the time, I bring those cards in when I cut my Entomb package. So the Entomb, the Animated, and the 2 payoff. Most of the time I bring in the Murderous Cut and the Fatal Push and the Force of Negations and the Borrower. That's what I bring in. And 1 Harbinger of the Seas. And as you will see, I'm not really happy with that card. I think I did cut it. For maybe 1 more removal. Maybe a 3rd Borrower. I don't really know yet. Yeah, Force of Negation, I'm not really happy with that either. But I like the fact that I can bring this in against most people in most matchup. When I'm cutting the Entomb reanimate the Entomb package with the Entomb to Animated and Traxa and Archon of Cruelty. So when I'm cutting this package, it's because most of the time I don't need to reanimate for winning the game. I just need to put anything. If I put anything, it's fine. Like a frog or a troll. For example, matchup like against Mono Red Prison, that's the case heavily. I just need to put anything, and that works against Tempo too. Against your Blue Black Tempo, the reason is they have so much graveyard hate that you just cannot resolve most of the time. So that's why I could do the reanimation package and bring in stuff, and I count on Fnatic to win me the game, to outgrind my opponents, because they don't play this 2-4-1 and I do. So yeah, that's the list. Let's look into the match of the league. I'm going to go fast. I'm going to go through very, very fast the first time. Yeah, video. Yeah. I'm going fast the first time. Just see the plays, and then I'm gonna find the lesson from the game, and I'm going on like that. So yeah. So the first one. I'm starting. This is my end on the play. This is probably, honestly, when I think about it now, I have a threat. I have the animated and the troll. But I have 5 land. If I consider the troll like a land, that's a lot of land. So, and I have 1 days. I think it's in the dark. It's a, if I don't draw any land, if I draw brainstorm, it's fine. If I don't draw any lands, that's fine. But it's a bit risky because I play a lot of land in my list. If you count the troll like a land, I have like 15 more lands in my deck still, so that's a lot. So this could be a mulligan, but I tend to like keeping every hand with something playable. I don't really like mulligan that much. So I think keeping this is fine. I have the interaction and the threat, and I can play a tempo game. And if I don't draw too bad, it's fine. I have double sewers to make sure I draw a relevant stuff. Well, semi-relevant stuff. I can really control it. Yeah, if any of those lands were like a ponder, it would be a snap keep. But I think with the double sewer list, this is a keep, though. I still think this is a keep. And so, yeah, how the game happens. So I play Underground Sea because I have so many lands. I don't really care about getting wastelanded. I actively want to get wastelanded. I see Ghost Vacuum turn 1. That's really good against me, honestly. So I have to daze it. At least I have the answer. So I daze it. I draw a Truxa, which is probably the worst draw possible. Maybe not if I find the frog. And I see Saga and a Welder. I see the sewer and I keep the 30s. No, okay, I bin the 30s and I find my brainstorm, which is huge. So my hand is pretty good now. I play the Stroll. And they play Fable. And I top deck Fanatic, but I think I deny it. I don't deny it. Okay, so the reasoning here is that I can put pressure. Yeah, okay. I played the Fanatic. Maybe it was not the right play here. And I think I wasteland the Saga for some reason instead of the Ancient Tomb. And I think the reasoning is that Ancient Tomb deal damage to them and I have a clock with my troll. They attack, create an artifact. And now the problem is that the welder is gonna cycle. So they have access to Ghost Vacuum now, anytime, because of the welder. So I play around it all the time. I play my Brainstorm and I draw a Brainstorm, Thought Seize, enemy dead. I Thought Seize them and see nothing. No, only one card and it was the land. I attack. And now they have enough creatures to block. And Brainstorm. And I have Entomb, Reanimate, and Made Dead. But yeah, why don't I? Yeah, I cannot reanimate anything here because I have only one creature and they can welder and swap with the Ghost Vacuum to exile at least one thing. But here I should have attacked, I think. And then I attack. And yeah, I try to reanimate. They Ghost Vacuum and try to animate dead here. And they Ghost Vacuum once again because they can just cycle 2 times with the 2 welders. Okay, so that was a loss. And I think if they did not draw the Ghost Vacuum, it was an easy win for me. But that's the power of Painter, that you can play those type of bullets. And I think that's why Painter is so great against Reanimator. It's because you have a lot of graveyard hate. So the lesson here is that the hand was honestly my keep was fine. I did find the brainstorm that helped a lot, but as you can see, there was turn to the match, and the days was very useful, and the shred also was very useful. So yeah, I like the keep I did. Sideboard wise, I'm keeping the Entomb Reanimate package, and I cut the Tempo package. Yeah, to Fatal Push and Brazen Borrower to deal with Spell Bomb and stuff like that. And here, I love this hand. Heavy frog, a lot of frog. So I'm just gonna spam those and eventually win. That's my plan. Vexing bubble, I don't really care. I cycle the troll right now. Yeah. I play a frog. And then they play I get a Suko drone. So I understand why playing this right now. Uh, to me, it's a bit weird. I would have preferred the construct here, but I know my hand, and they have to deal with, well, Anton Rainmate. They have nothing against it, they just die. And also, as you can see here, I had the 30, so, and 3 mana, so I could 30s Anton Reanimate, and even if I'm reanimating, even through a Fiery Macabre. So I really like, that's why I'm playing 30s. And here, I'm gonna 30s, and it's gonna be useful. It's gonna be useful. So the frog connects, and okay, I'm just wastelanding the saga and playing the frog. I can understand this play because yeah, I can just wait on the 30s, and the saga is for sure another piece of graveyard 8 or a grainstone. And here's the painter. And I think I thought this into frog. 2 pyroblast, I just remove 1. I attack with the 2 frog. They deal with 1. I think they should have blocked maybe with the painter. I don't know. I don't really know. And they block. Okay. I think I accept that. And I play another frog. And I discard the 2 brainstorm because they trying to kill my frog here. Okay. And then I play just another one. So I like them committing to frog, to blocking frog, because the brazen borer is gonna be painful. They try to draw a pyroblast. And yeah, the 2 frog connect. I find the wasteland, my second wasteland, so I'm pretty lucky on the wasteland here. I remove the saga. They play painter and Phyrexian dragon. I draw a ponder that draws me a random card. I shuffle into a ground C. And I just attack with I just give flaying to my both of my frogs, so I drew so many cards with the frog, it's crazy actually. And I just wait. I know that only 1 card in hand, nothing really important. I'm dying to Grainstone top deck here, but they don't draw it, so I can just replay the Brower as a creature, and I probably have lethal next turn. I can just discard a bunch of cards from my hand to give flaying to my frog, and it's gonna be a win. Here, changing nothing, honestly. I'm happy with my actual configuration. I don't think the days are very useful, especially with Vexing Bubble. And I'm keeping the Wasteland for Saga, mostly. Yep. This is my starting hand. This is... if I have a Brainstorm, this is crazy. And if my opponent does not have instantly Graveyard 8, I can maybe discard Fanatic and reanimate 1. Discard the 2 Fanatic, reanimate 1, and I have a huge board. So this is not bad. I have the frog also. And Brainstorm make this an absolute beast. Weather turn 1, I don't want to force of will that. And I find the reanimate, which is great. Weather, I don't really care about welder that much. Well, This is bad, but I don't want to force that. But it basically makes anything my opponent plays, any artifact, uncounterable because I can just bring it back from the graveyard. Here I Thoughtseize them, and it's quite a weak keep from my opponent. A lot of lands, only a Needle, a Pyroblast, so I take the Pyroblast. They play the Needle on Frog, and I'm like, yeah, okay, sure. I don't really care. I cannot discard my Fanatic now, but I have Frog and a Force, and they top deck a Red Blast to remove the Frog. And here, yeah, I top deck the Brainstorm, which is, I'm quite lucky, honestly. And yeah, Brainstorm those, put back my 2 Fanatic on top. And I think I just wait. Maybe I play a Thoughtseize to check their end. Oh no, okay, I just cycle instantly. Yeah, okay, I just my goal here is to Entomb Reanimate and hopefully they don't draw any graveyard hate. And they don't, so I should have. I think the Thoughtseize before was a misplay. I should have kept it. Yeah, that was a misplay. I should have not played the Thoughtseize before. To keep it for a Fairy Macabre, something like that, top decade. But yeah, I don't reanimate and I just win the game. But my opponent, yeah, kept a weak hand, honestly, and did not pay off for them. And I just think it was weak in general. It was not a great hand. I would have mulligan for sure. For sure, I will mulligan the hand. Okay, so I almost stopped the recording. There are 4 more games to see. So okay, in the dark, I know they play Giganta. Okay. So I know this is not a forceful deck list at least. So maybe Storm, maybe Moderate Stompy. Who knows? Anyway, I have Entomb and Brainstorm and a lot of lands. I like this keep. No reason to not keep it. And yeah, Ocelot Pride, okay. And I play a land. So my goal is to find my goal is to find the reanimate. So I can autumn reanimate. Get wastelanded. And yes, I play basically Boros aggro, I guess. Johnny. Here I play the Brainstorm in response. And I Force of Will instead of Daze. That's well. I think I will Daze, I think. I don't really know. I like the Force of Will for keeping my land and not be too late in. But yeah, I think the only way I can get out of this situation is that either the Frog stick, but against a red-white deck, I don't really think it's gonna stick, or I reanimate something. And so I choose to force pitching the Brazen Borer. I play a Frog, and I think keeping the day was fine, but I think dazing. Yeah, maybe I just hope that my Frog survive, but it doesn't, and I get attacked once again. Wasteland is useless here, and yeah, just die. The only top deck here was my Archon. I top deck Animate Dead. That was basically my only out here, and I did not. So the only changes is I cut the date and I add 1 Brazen Borer. That's the only changes. I don't really care about the little creatures. I don't really want to, not really care about removing them. I care mostly about the graveyard hate and resolving my my big threat. So I have an entomb, I have a frog and 4 lands. So yeah, I'm quite land heavy most of the time. Gravedigger's Cage, play a frog, I get sworded. And this is the end of the replay for some reason. Yeah, okay, this is probably a bug, I think. Who knows, but yeah, I lost the rest of the games. But I think I lost this game. Yeah, who knows? Okay, next one. Yeah, okay, I just lost. Um, that's weird. I don't remember how exactly, but yeah, I think not force of winning the Gravedigger's Cage was when I had Entomb in my hand was a huge error, and counting on Frog doing damage against Pyroblast and Sword of Plowshares. Yeah, that's a bit, and Static Prison. It was a bit too high on the copium list. So yeah, here as you can see the perfect hand. I'm on the play, Entomb Reanimate and the Daze. If I don't win this game, honestly, I don't know why I'm playing this deck. And I played land, they play a Noble Hierarch, I fetch Archon, and I reanimate it, and I win the game. Okay. Pretty easily. Pretty easy. Next one, I saw a Hierarch, so it could be Nadu, probably a Nadu deck of some kind, or yeah, it's just a Nadu deck. So I bring in all my removal, I cut the tempo, especially on the draw, it's less good. And I'm going. A one-lander, I have the Reanimate. Archon is not great, but I have the Fatal Push. Yeah, this is keepable, I think. It's like having when you have a tap land like that, it's like having a okay, I did not keep it. Yeah, honestly, I would keep that now. Okay. So Mulligan into this Abomination. 3 Entomb and an Atraxa. I think I put back 1 Entomb. Yeah, I put back 1 Entomb, I think. Okay, I did put back Atraxa. Honestly, there's I guess maybe it's 1 less mana. Yeah, Tease. So Tease into the Fatal Push. I drew a land, so yeah, I just early on, I just Entomb Reanimate. No Reanimate, just Entomb the Atraxa, so this is done. Okay, I give Flame to my Frog and try to attack here. And they play Endurance before. So that was weird. And they put back my Atraxa. I'm like, okay, sure, I still have 2 Entomb and you know about that, so that's weird. And here, I have the Fanatic here. And so the line here is, well, it's quite weird. It doesn't work because I want to put back the Fanatic, but I don't have the mana to Entomb before that. So this is just weird. And I think the right play here is to put back the Fanatic because it's going to be useless anyway. Just Fanatic into a troll, maybe. But I cannot do that, so... Yeah, I think I put back Fanatic and onto my Fanatic and I just shuffle away. That's one of the problems with the troll and Fanatic. It doesn't work too well together, but it works well enough, so you have to keep it. And I play the Ponder here. And yeah, okay. Do I shuffle? I don't remember. Okay, shuffle. No, I don't shuffle. Okay, that's yeah, that's weird. That's was a weird spot, honestly. And I miracled that for a troll. So I had, yeah, okay. So that's why I did keep it. I did not see the troll before, but I had the troll in the graveyard, so. But why? Oh, okay, I could discard the troll with the frog. Okay, I'm stupid. Sorry. Sorry about that. So yeah, that's why I did keep the play. Because yes, if you reanimate the troll with that, that's a pretty good play. And since my opponent has nothing outside of the endurance and bristly bill, so I'm just continuously trying to draw a card with the frog and playing another entomb. But yeah, I knew about that. It was the entomb I did put back in the deck. And they gate my troll. They try to attack me. I'm just blocking, trying to not die to the huge whistle and the endurance. I find the brainstorm, which is pretty good right now. And find pretty much nothing. And yeah, all I need here is to find reanimation spell, reanimate, or no, reanimate. Yeah, reanimate does work. I can just attack with the troll and I gain a lot of life. So either reanimate or animate dead, but I don't find them. So yeah, I think I need to put back the. I'm thinking a lot, but I need to put back the entomb, and that's what I do. The Thoughtseize and the entomb. And I cycle the troll after that to find a land. Play the land. Oh, okay, I did not put back the Thoughtseize. And I think I just stay back with my two creatures to block. To block the two threats. So, yeah. And my opponent still does nothing and just attacks. With everything, I block the two bigger threats. And I go to 6. And I entomb Archon, I think. Yeah. So I have Archon if I top deck any reanimation spell, and luckily, the huge luck I have this league, I just top deck the Fanatic, and I bring ban the another Fanatic and the Archon. So that's why you have a huge late game edge with the Fanatic. And yeah, from there my opponent can do anything, and they just lose the game here. They top deck by mere Fiery Macabre and play it. They just die to the Archon, honestly. Yeah, the lifelink is huge on the Fnatic, and honestly, this game, I was just in the game because of the Fnatic, honestly. And I have another one here. And I just win the game anyway. I don't even need to play it. Okay, next game. The fourth one. So I'm 2-1. Losing to a weird matchup. Okay, I'm playing against 3-3-6-7-6-7 3-3-2-9-7-1. Okay. So this is the end I keep. I think this is reasonable. I have the reanimation spell, even though, yes, for sure. If it was animated, it would be easier to. I could just play it, but here it's not. But I have the 30s, I have the entomb, and I have 2 surveillance, so I can dig a lot. That's why I like playing 2 surveillance here, because every hand that are a bit heavy, a bit flooded, well, you still gonna see a lot of cards because of the surveillance, so that's why I really like them. So once upon a time to Gas Cradle and Llanowar Elves. So to me that's Nadu Elves. And I just wasteland first turn. So green sun zeniths for something. I thought these, and there are two Nadu, so I guess I lose, and that's what I do. I just lose. Yeah. So next game, I bring in, of course, everything, and I get the tempo package. Yeah, because it's a bit too hard to interact with the cradle, and it's just easier to just remove the elves and remove the hierarch. If I could remove the hierarch, there was no Nadu because no whites available to cast it. So that's why. Wait, it's just blue green, so they will still be able to cast it. Well, whatever. It's just not the right axis to attack them on. I haven't reanimated and I thought this, so this is perfect. Only one land, but yeah, it's fine. And they do nothing. And because I just one land, I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna Entomb Reanimate instantly and see. I don't even take the time to 30s them. That's what I do, and that's a win. So, sometimes even inside board games, you can do that. I could have played a bit slower, but yeah, they only have Fiery Macabre, and they need to keep any speed end. But it's true that I think the best play would have been to 30s first, maybe. But I don't really like to 30s first because I can just draw the Fiery Macabre after that, and I had to give them two more draw step with if I 30s in the first turn. Well, one more, but after the 30s, I mean. So yeah, that's why I just did go for it. I don't know the because I have the brainstorm. I could have just turn one 30s, then brainstorm, try to find a land. But I like the aspect of I don't need anything else. I'm just gonna Entomb Reanimate and just check them. And if they have it, that's good for them. If they don't, they lose. And here they lose. Just playing the stats, I guess. But yeah, that was very risky. Here, no changes for the last game. So there we go. This is my keep. I have a brainstorm and a fetch, so that's why this is keepable. And two forces, not great forces against them. But I have the brainstorm, so because of brainstorm, you can just keep everything. And here I just use my force of will instantly to deal with the birds. The reason is in their deck they have the guy that makes everything green uncounterable. So I don't want to take the risk of it hitting the table. So just force of will instantly here. I draw a fanatic, which is pretty good. I just need to find something to work with it. And here I see a green sun and a nomad. And I think I take the nomad or the green sun, I don't remember. I think I take the green sun, yeah, okay. And they top deck the keen-eyed. And yeah, that's a pretty good top deck from them, honestly. Yeah. A brainstorm. And I find the cut, so I don't really. That's fine. I have the removal, and it's not a Nadu. They try to spring earth, not to go onto this. I just kill it, and I don't really care about not to go here. Just not too bad. Just for some 1/1s. I just need to reanimate once and it's gonna be good. And here I find the Entomb and the Fanatic. And I think I can do both if I can play the land. Yeah, okay, so I put back the Thoughtseize and the Fanatic. Thoughtseize on top, so I can play my Survey land. Mill the Thoughtseize to not draw it. Because my opponent has only one card in hand, so that's useless. And next turn, in response to the Miracle trigger, or well, on the cast of the Fanatic, I'm just gonna Entomb an Archon and try to reanimate the Archon. So that's the plan. There it is. Once upon a time, and then find a Fiery Macabre, so the plan is dead, but I can just play the Fanatic and try to reanimate the Troll. It's gonna be exiled. But I still have my Entomb, so that's why I love the Fanatic here, is that even though they had the Fiery Macabre, I still have my 4/4 lifelink, and on this board here, it's great. It's totally blocking them from attacking me, and I can just attack here. I gain 4 life. And the reason to attack here is that they need to commit either non-Tuco, core, or either of them, and with just one push, I can just kill everything and get rid of everything on the board. So that's why they don't block, and they probably want to wait for, I don't know, land drops to either make 1/1s or a Nadu. And yeah, just play the frog. I don't play the swamp. The reason is I don't really need to. And here they play the safekeeper. I think I fatal push the nomad in response to make sure I don't get Nadu'd comboed. Draw a Brazen Borer, which is not the greatest. And yeah, I'm just gonna fly the frog, attack with everything. And they block with the non-Tuco, they don't care about it anymore. They have 0 card in hand, so they are in a pretty bad spot, and trading with anything is fine for them, and I understand that. But putting back my Fanatic in the graveyard is not the... Well, now I can chain some reanimation and make a huge board, so... And they are very far from Nadu comboing me. They can just draw the Nomad and the Nadu, but it would be quite lucky from them, and they do not. They draw Hierarch, I play end step the Borer just to add some damage. I discard the Thoughtseize, everything except the Fanatic, and attack. So once again the frog takes over the game and draws me a billion card, even though every card I draw is shite. Not good. But my opponent draws even worse than me. So sometimes that's magic. And yeah, discard 2. And here I have lethal again. Just give my frog flying and attack with 2 flying for 8. And yeah, the frog just did the game almost alone. And the Fanatic also. Yeah, if it was animated dead, well, maybe I could have Entomb reanimate faster. But here, it played through a Fiery Macabre through the 8 and still got me the win. So that's why I love the card right now, and I'm 3-1. So next game, the last one of the league. Let's see. Starting hand, on the draw, I think I keep that. So the reason is, you have the Entomb. I have 2 Force of Will that I can play. I'm on the draw, so I'm gonna draw an extra card, and the Sewer. And with the Sewer, I can see a lot of cards, so I have high chances to find my next land drop anyway, even if I get wasted. And yeah, so I think the the chances are in my favor to be able to play this game. And turn 1, Island Ponder, and I find my land anyway, so... And I find the reanimate, so... Yeah, I'm gonna keep that on top. And next turn I'm just gonna Entomb reanimate. Oh, I choose not to do it. Why didn't do it? Yeah, so the reason is I did not do it is that I don't really know against what I'm playing. I'm pretty safe here with the 2 Force of Will. So I think I'm just waiting for being able to Entomb reanimate. So I want to Entomb end of turn. So that's why I'm not playing too fast to not get dazed. And if I don't get dazed, I can just Entomb reanimate. So it's just to play through days, and I know that if I can reanimate, I'm pretty sure to win this game. And they himself play the Entomb, try to reanimate, I Force of Will, they Force of Will, I Force of Will, and I win the exchange. And it's logical because they have only 1 card in hand, and yeah, that's pretty easy. I just keep the frog here, have a blue card for the other Force of Will, and just reanimate their attractor. Easy win. Here, I don't side out my reanimation package. I just bring in the Murderous Cut, the Fiery Macabre, and the Brazen Borrower. So I don't really care about Frog. I think maybe I bring in the Fatal Push. Yeah, I do. And I side out the Brazen Borrower here and the Wasteland. Basically, the day's tempo, especially on the draw, it's not good enough. And the way I want to play this, the game, wow, 61. I missed a card. Oops. So the way I want to play this game is that I have the removal and the graveyard height. And I know probably my opponent is also on Fiery Macabre or Surgicals. So I just need to sculpt my end with a Third Seize, Entomb and Reanimate. And if I reanimate, I'm gonna probably win the game. So I just need to do that. And I can be patient and just need to deal with the tempo plan in the meantime. Here I have a Force. I'm the draw once again. And I have a Sewer, so I think I'm gonna keep that because I have the Fiery Macabre. And I probably I'm gonna find the land. And if I don't and I get Wastelanded, I have a Fiery Macabre to deal with the reanimation and a Force of Will. That's why I'm keeping that, even though it can be maybe a bit risky. Play the Sewer, discard the Third Seize. They do nothing, they play another land. A Pointer, I try to find a land. I don't see that here, but I shuffle and I find it. Quite happy with that. Passing the turn. No need. I see a Troll. I think about it, but I don't see any Wasteland from my opponent, so I choose to discard it to put it in the graveyard. And I draw a land anyway, so there was I took some time to think about it. And here I see a Ponder, I see the Animate Dead, and the Fiery Macabre, so here I should have drawn the Animate Dead, or put the Brainstorm first. I think I drew the Fiery Macabre for some reason. That was stupid of me. And now I want to draw the Brainstorm, and well, I just need end of turn. I just use the Fiery Macabre. Yeah, I just lost basically a card for nothing. A draw step. Then I draw the Brainstorm. I play the Brainstorm into a Bowmaster. I don't really care. You have a Murderous Cut anyway, so. And I find the Reanimate. So the reason I'm not going for Entomb Reanimate right away is that I want to play round days, and I want to play 30s before. So ideally, I have 4 lands, and I do 30s into Entomb into Reanimate. That's my plan here. I put back the Atraxa, and I don't remember what else. Maybe the animated. Yeah, the animated. I keep the animated on top in case of my opponent play a frog. So that's a weird game because my opponent does basically nothing of the game. They probably try to sculpt their end too. And then I just go for it. So I thought it's them, and I see that. And that's why I don't like Barrogoyf. It's just too heavy, too high mana cost, and it just lose to Entomb Reanimate. But I see that, and I know that I can basically resolve my Entomb Reanimate, and because of that, I'm like, yeah, I'm probably gonna win the game. So I ponder a bit, but I take the Brazen Borrower here, and I'm just gonna Force of Will the Entomb Reanimate, and try to limit the Force of Will. I Force of Will in response. My Archon results, and I just win the match. So there it is, 4-1. The only loss was I don't think I could win with the draws I had against the Boros guy. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty happy with the plan here. Um, so yeah, let me tell me what you think about it. But I really like the 30s list, and yeah, I side out often the tempo package, and I think I'm hesitating to cut a days for a wasteland to add one more wasteland because it's quite useful against every Urza Saga deck and every Eldrazi matchup. But I don't like the fact that I cannot really advance my plan with a wasteland. But it's the case also with Days, so I don't really know. I like the fact that Days is blue and I can pitch it to Force of Will. So that's the thing, but Wasteland is better most of the time. And there were against Pater, I did cut the Days, but not the Wasteland. And every time I drew a Wasteland, I was quite happy to draw it. So yeah, if I cut the Harbinger in the sideboard, maybe I need to add one more Wasteland. That's my reasoning at the moment. I did play another league. You're gonna see it soon. So yeah, but I did not play against Painter or any other Saga deck, I think. Yeah. So yeah, thank you for watching and see you later.